JEM is my name, no one else is the same. JEM is my name. JEM.
Oh, they're in Hawaii to do a charity show. Okay. Cool. Figured they were probably... I mean, they're rehearsing. They brought crew. Seemed likely that they were doing a concert or something, so they're doing a charity event. Neat. It strikes me as odd that we didn't learn what they're there for until the final issue of 3, so it's not like we waited that long, but seems like something that would have been up front, just so we know why we're there. Oh, we're doing a charity show. Even if trying to do the show, it doesn't really factor into the overall narrative in any significant way. But it also makes me wonder, if it's a charity show, what are the Stingers doing there? Is it genuinely a coincidence, or is Riot stalking them? That's possible, but it's alluded to at the very front, but it's never really brought up. Missed opportunity, perhaps. So, okay, Kimber is stuck in a volcano. And so everyone's freaking out because they know someone wrote a note that wasn't true, and she's been missing for a few hours. So Aja calls Keeney, who's her friend, who she knows, who is helping her put on whatever charity thing she is. So she helps them. She's like, all right, couple of you stay here in case she comes back. The rest of us will go out looking. And then Rhea realizes, oh, wait a minute. I think I know what's going on. So she runs away, and they're like, Rhea, where are you going? And then they all end up at the Stingers' I don't know where... Riot has completely disappeared. I don't know where the hell he is. He's just went for a walk, I guess. But I guess everyone followed Rhea as she ran off, which, I mean, they were in front of her house, so she didn't go that far. It's just next door, I guess. But anyway, so they confront them, and they're like, oh yeah, we sent her, we gave her a note that said, hey, secret romantic rendezvous, and when she gets there, no one be there, and they break up. Ha ha! It's prank, you see. And they're like, well, that's crappy, so get in the car and take us to wherever this secret romantic rendezvous place is. And it's like, so they get in the car, they drive there, it's that picnic table over there. Kimber, and they look over the edge. Oh, there she is down there. And Rapture and Mink's like, well, you know, I hope nothing really happened to her. Yes, this is less fun now. And Aja scares me. There's a really delightful panel here where Keeney, or whatever her name is like, hey, anyone have a cell signal? It's just, no. All 9 or 10 of them, just no. I thought that was pretty, just amusingly staged. I thought that was pretty good. So, okay. So, we have Kimber stuck in an active volcano. We have, so what are we going to do? How are we going to resolve this? No cell signal. We can't get emergency services out here. How are we going to resolve this? Okay, well, you guys get in your car and you go down the hill until you get a signal and call an ambulance. Me, I happen to have climbing gear, a rope and two harnesses in my Jeep. So that's convenient. Well done. Well done on being prepared. So we're going to rappel down and get her. And they do. That's it. They just rappel down and get her. Oh, there's no lava either. Kimber is just hallucinating it. She just fell down a cliff. Sprained her ankle. Do they have trouble getting her back up? Because the cliff keeps it, do boulders start falling? Does the volcano suddenly become active? No, they just go down and get her. She's fine. Yeah, they just oh, there she is, and they climb down and get her. That's it. Can they still do the charity event? Oh yeah, she just sprained her ankle, light concussion. She's fine. So that's good. Oh, Rhea says, oh, by the way, I know that Jerica is JEM. So just so you know, I'm not let anyone know that. And I totally forgot that to think that the rest of the group didn't know, and that's mainly my familiarity with the series. Is she immediately lets them know that she knows the secret, and in this one, they're hiding it from her, but she already knows, and that could be really funny, right? If that was depicted, like they're going out of their way to try and make this a secret, and she's just kind of amused by the whole thing, but none of that's in here. They don't do anything with that. She's just, oh, by the way, I know your secret. And they're like, okay, well, you're family. And it's like, yeah, you already established that she was, so that doesn't pay anything off. This is just not well structured at all. But they do get back at Rapture and Minx by using hologram to record Rapture saying mean things about Minx and leaking it to Lindsay, and then they chase each other around because they're mad at each other. So that's funny. I like that. So they play their little charity event, and I thought it would be funny if Kimber had like a leg brace or an ankle brace or was sitting, but no. Or maybe she is, and the hologram is hiding it. I don't know. But they do their little charity event, and it seems to go well, and then they go home. And who's sitting there waiting for them but Rio? Oh. Okay. Seems a little early, but all right. Let's see where they go here. Are we going to end this in a way that makes me sad, or are we going to end it in a way that makes me happy? Well, we're going to end it in a way that makes me happy. I really like this final conversation between Rio and Jerica. Essentially, he says, I have very strong feelings for you and emotional ties. That's not going to change, but I'm not ready for us to be together, at least at this point. I don't know what the future between us holds, but I need some time and space. By the way, I'm not going to tell anyone about the whole hologram thing. However, I think you guys should seriously consider getting this out there as soon as possible. You can't keep a secret like this forever, and if you tell the story, you can control it, at least for a while. If you get found out, I don't know if any of your careers will recover from that. Well said, Rio. So, he walks out, and the girls all hug, and that's where we end. So, strong ending. I really like where... Now, there's more issues ahead, so there's more to go, but this was the end of the original run. From here, it goes to what I understand is a different... It's still Gem of the Holograms, but it's a distinct series from these first, I think, 26 issues, right? But I may have had some myriad issues regarding structure and pacing, and what they decided to show and what they decided not to, or didn't have room for. But so while I may criticize here and there how we got to where we ended up, I do like where this book lands. I like that it's not a completely happy, rosy ending. It's actually fairly realistic. You don't... And you come out of it liking both of the characters, right? Neither of them are being crappy people. It's a shame what's happening, but it's reasonable, it's understandable, and there's hope for the future. And I like that. So, we ended on a high point. Next is, I don't know, what is it, Infinite or something? I forget if Dimensions is next or Infinite is next. I think it's Infinite, but whatever's next, looking forward to it, so see you next time.